Hello traders, this is David from Wave Trader. This is a trade I'm currently in on the GbpUsd, and it's a swing trade, and it might possibly become a position trade as well. So I want to show you how I got into this trade. Now, today is Monday and the 2nd of December, but this particular trade I actually entered it Friday last week, but I was waiting to see what will happen before I made the recording. So let me show you my thought process and how I got into this trade. So let's go to the monthly chart for better understanding. And you can see on the monthly chart here that this is actually a positive divergence situation on the GBP pair, okay, the GbpUsd currency pair. So of course, positive divergence situation tells you that the market is set to go up, and this is going to be a good trade for those who are in it from a position point of view, because if I were to enter this from a position point of view, my first series of targets will be in this region, which is roughly over a 1,500 pips, 1,551 pips or so. Okay, that's from a position point of view. So you can see here that on the monthly chart, our EMAs are getting close to crossing, okay, and we had a second incidence of positive divergence here. And usually when you see an incidence of positive divergence on the market or on price, the market will do something like this. This is to give us the third leg, okay. So if we consider this place as the first, all right, first, then going down will be the second. So when it finishes with this move and begins to go up, we'll now have our third wave beginning. So let's go to the weekly chart, and this is the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, you can see what's been going on. So we had a bit of congestion here for a while, for over a month or so. That doesn't mean that you couldn't play in there. You can, but if you look at it from a higher perspective, you can see that it's a bit of a congestion. So if we were to take our profit targets on the weekly chart like so, you will see that one moment, let's just clear the previous calculations. All right, so we have price targets going up to this region, okay. So essentially from a position point of view, it will be good for us to think of taking our price target in this region, but this will take a very long time, okay. So instead, what I'll do is go into the daily chart. You can see it clearer now, okay. So from the daily chart, you can actually consider taking price targets in the first or second price target, okay. In this instance, I think I'll go for the second one, all right, because we have the first wave here, second, third. So this whole mass here is the fourth wave, okay, and there's no guarantee that it's finished yet. So for now, it makes sense to tentatively consider the second target as my profit target, okay. But there's still a possibility that when the market gets to this region, the first target, it will be halted. So if I were to go lower to the 4-hour chart, you can see better. Let's just make this bigger. So this is the 4-hour chart, and this is what's going on. So let me just tell you how I got into this trade right now. So now on the 4-hour chart, you can see here this small incidence of a wave bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're actually indulating in the fifth wave, or rather we are still in the fourth wave, okay, on our way to the fifth, and that has created another wave bottom situation here. So how I got into this trade was when I came to this chart, the market was in this region here, like so, okay. So I took a retracement of this run up in price like this, and you can see the 62% region here, okay, and you can see where I placed my trade, my order. I placed it at the 55%, and the market came in and took me neatly into the trade. So let me just go lower to the 1-hour chart so you can see better what I'm saying. So when I came to this chart, the market was undulating in this region. Okay, in fact, I believe it was here, and I was actually tempted to take a trade down, but I knew that the overall bias was bullish. So what I did instead was I placed my buy limit here. Okay, and this bar here came down and filled me in, consequently creating a wave bottom situation, which has taken us to where we are right now. Okay, so you can see another wave bottom, a larger wave bottom situation here, and we can actually take our price targets from there. Assuming I was just getting into the trade today here, then I would have taken this area as my for my price target, and used here for my calculation instead. But because I'm already in the trade, I'm just going to go with the older calculation, which gives me price targets to this region that we are saying. Okay, so I haven't placed my profit target levels yet. Like I said, I'm considering the second one, but it looks like the more practical approach is to use the first target for now, so that in case the market comes here and gets resisted, I will still get enough profits. I can always look for another wave bottom situation and get in. So I'm just going to move my profit target to the first target for now. Okay, that's still good. That's 101 pip. That's a lot. Okay, but this is a one lot trade, so that gives me hopefully about $1,017 or so. But right now I'm in profit, and that's the main thing. And as you can see, I've moved my stop as well. Okay, I've moved my stop above my initial entry point, so no matter what happens, I'm covered in this trade. So that's my take on the GBP USD currency pair. Thank you guys, and happy trading.